Hey guys, Zach here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the NECA Godzilla 1994. Before I get into this video, I just have a bit of an update to tell you guys. This is actually going to be my last Godzilla video for a while. Not my last Godzilla video period, but just for a while. I have something planned that I want to do for November, but yeah, for the most part, as of now, because I don't want to go... Alright. So I don't want to go into too much detail about what I have planned for November. I'll talk about that more as the days go by, but yeah. For the most part, this is going to be my last Godzilla video for a while, and then November is, yeah, when I'm going to plan that thing. So, yeah. Anyway, I just want to get that out of the way right off the bat, so, yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. So, this version of Godzilla comes from the 1994 film Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. There are people who don't like this movie, but then there are people who do like this movie. I think this movie has, like, kind of mixed reviews, but me personally, it's been a while since I've seen it, but from what I remember, I liked it. I liked it quite a bit, so, yeah. Definitely not my favorite movie in the franchise, but it's still pretty good, so, yeah. Give it a watch if you haven't already, but anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into this figure review. Starting with the paint. And the paint on this figure is pretty good. Most of the body is this charcoal black, but there are hints of green that kind of make this figure shine. Like on the chest right here. I don't know if you can... Alright, I don't think my camera's picking that up, but if you saw this in person then there is definitely a bit of green here, but yeah. Anyway, the toe claws and finger claws are painted blue, of all colors. The head is painted nicely. Godzilla has, like, red eyes, or not red, but, like, kind of like a reddish-brownish color with black and brown pupils. It's kind of hard to tell right now. But, yeah. The inside of the mouth is painted pretty good. The tongue is painted, well, a tonguey sort of color. And the teeth are a bony white. And the roof of the mouth is actually painted pretty well. I actually really do like how that looks, so, yeah. And going to the dorsal plates here, they are actually painted very good. The black in the center isn't, like, you know, it doesn't look like the black is just splotched on there. It looks like they used, like, airbrushing. And again, I think that looks nice. And that continues all the way down to the tip of the tail. And just like what I said in my 1954 review, I think that it is really cool that they actually painted the, like, the very small, well, not dorsal plates, but kind of, like, smaller spikes on the end of the tail instead of just leaving it black. So, yeah, I do appreciate that. But that is basically it for the paint. It's actually pretty good, so the paint gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the articulation, and this figure has a fair amount of articulation. So we'll take a look at that right now. The mouth can close and open. There's a ball joint here, ball joint. This figure is basically mostly ball joints, but ball joint here, or no, that's a hinge. I apologize. But hinge here. This is a ball joint, and he can make a fist, which is cool. There's a ball joint here. Ball joint here in the leg. Hinge. And this actually isn't tight. You can actually bend that fairly well. But the feet are on ball joints. Going to the tail. Ball joint. Very weak, but still. Ball joint. Ball joint. Ball joint. Ball joint. And the tail has a bendy wire. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation on this figure. It's still very good, but it's still comparable to figures like the 1954 NECA figure and the 1984 NECA figure. So yeah, in terms of articulation, it's still pretty good. So the articulation gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpt on this figure is really good. For a while, this actually used to be my favorite Godzilla figure, but that wasn't until I got the SH Monster Arts GMK Godzilla. But this figure, in terms of sculpt, is still very nice. The head is sculpted very nice. The only complaint I have with the sculpt is the arms, or my only complaint are the arms, I should say. They're not bad, but to me, it just feels kind of weird trying to get them in, like, an organic pose. I mean, from the side, I don't know. I don't know how to pose the arms and make them look, like, organic, but, yeah. For what they are, they're still okay. But, other than the arms, sculpt on this figure is actually very nice, so the sculpt gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing on this figure, again, is really good, so, yeah. First, we'll take a look at the head, and we can see all the scales and whatnot, which look very nice. The nose is detailed very nicely as well. Going to the mouth, we can see that the teeth are detailed very nicely. The tongue is detailed very well, and especially the roof of the mouth. I actually really do like that. But anyway, going to the neck, we have more scales, which look very nice. And that continues all throughout the body. But going to the hands here, they look nice. Not amazing, but they still look very nice. But going to the calves, the hips, we have more detailing and more muscular detailing, which looks nice. The feet are detailed pretty well. I like how the feet look. Going to the tail, the scales from the... Basically, all the scales that were from the neck continue on through the body, as I said earlier. So, the tail is nothing but scales. Underneath, it's just more creases, and like little creases underneath here, which look nice. And the dorsal plates actually look very nice. I actually really do like how these look in terms of detailing. But, yeah. They are just really well defined, and yeah, I really do like that a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. Should you get this figure? I'd say yes. I'll be honest, it's not as good as the SH Monster Arts Rebirth Godzilla, because that figure's really good, but for 20 bucks, this figure still isn't too bad, so get this figure if you can, and if you want to know how big he is, here he is next to Dr. Billy Grant. Alright, now that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zek out.